In this week's episode, we will use this book and some XPS foam scraps. Let's see what happens. One of my most favorite video games ever, it's Dragon Age Inquisition from BioWare. It's a little bit old as video game right now. I think we're talking about like 12 years old. But anyway, it should be a very cool game. This is the art book, okay? It's quite big book. You can find a copy on Amazon for sure. I'll leave you the link in the box description below. Anyway, inside this book, I usually find a lot of really interesting things like, cool images that they give me a lot of ideas about how to create my game pieces or terrains or scattered terrains or, I don't know, even painting schemes for my miniatures. For this particular project, we use our XPS foam, our X-Acto knife, our utility knife, some sculpting clay, of course our sculpting clay tools, aluminum foil, a little piece of metal wire, of course hot glue and wood glue diluted with water. So stop talking and let's get in action. First thing first, we have to draw our wood plank shape. Drawings the tree shape with a pencil, and after mark the line with a sharp. After this, with our X-Acto knife, we will cut gently all the borders of our wood plank. More XPS foam scraps. We will use them for the next project. With a pencil, we will draw the three veins. Using a metal brush, we will try to emboss the three veins. Be careful, don't use too much strength. You can also add some texture using your hot wire cutter. Use a compass to create your round shape for your stone base. Same process, you can draw your stones on your base.
use your X-Acto knife in order to add more depth to your lines. Grab a piece of aluminum foil, creating a small ball. Now roll in the ball on the surface of your base. It will help to add some stone texture. Once again, using the compass, it will help us to create a round shape for our underbase. Use your utility knife and cut the cardboard. Be careful, you don't want to hurt yourself, right? Like me. Ouch. Find two similar pieces of XPS foam. We will use it for the upper level of our base. I used my hobby scissors, but actually it's not a good idea. The XPS foam, it will be kind of messy on the edge. Fortunately, we are working on a kind of stone effect, so it's not a big deal. Now it's time to bond all the pieces together using some hot glue. Remember to keep an eye on your references images. It will help to stay in the main concept. By the way, feel free, of course, to add your personal touch to your project. Now grab your metal wire. It's time to work on our 3 roots. Please pay attention to the metal wire, it's really dangerous. I suggest you to use some work gloves and maybe safety glasses. You will twist the metal wire pieces all together. This phase is really important because we are working on the armor of our 3 roots. You will understand better when we will use in a while our sculpting clay. I also suggest you to add some hot glue on the top of your armor. It will help to obtain more stability to our piece. Now get some parchment paper, some tap water and your sculpting clay. Remember to keep your fingers moist. Some tap water, it will be fine. Now we need to create some snake shapes. 1 per 3 root. Apply the sculpting clay on the metal frames, paying attention to the edge of the metal frame. It's really sharp. the edge of our sculpting tool, drawings there with texture. Take your time and remember that you can always go back on your steps using sculpting clay. Super easy. We are finally arrived to the painting phase. For this particular phase, I suggest you to watch my previous videos about the mud and the dirt effect. I leave you the link somewhere on your screen. It's not properly a primer. It's a base coat in order to protect our XPS foam. The recipe is super easy. Just some wood glue, water and your favorite acrylic color. We will talk more about this in the next videos. Remember that the dust sculpting clay, in my case the terracotta, needs at least 24 hours to dry. Once everything is dry and you have applied your favorite primer, you're ready to paint your piece. Unfortunately, I don't have much time in order to pay attention to all the details that I would like to pop up on my piece. So I use dry brush techniques, overpaint techniques and a lot of washes, homemade washes. I've tried to stay close as much possible as I can to the original concept art. Not easy at all. I've played with a brush and some colors. Honestly, I really love this part. At the ends of this phase, I use some pigments and technical paints from Citadel in order to weathering all the piece. I add in details using some Earth Arts molds. I also print a couple of figures map that I found on Google. If you use a jet ink printer like me, you have to protect your prints. Cut your prints and varnish them with some translucent acrylic paint. Matte finish, it's better. Now apply gently some wood glue diluted with water on your prints. placing the maps and the banner on the table, paying attention to where you will put all the other details. Dragon Age Inquisition war table, it's ready.
If you want to help me to grow the channel, consider to subscribe and hit the bell button in order to stay updated about the next upcoming videos. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave a comment in the box below. For this week's episode, it's all. I see you in the next. Ciao!